Okay, we should be live. Yeah, running a bit late. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome. Let's do a mic check first. I'll just get out in the front. Hello and welcome to Torquay Pier. So high tide on its way in. Things are looking good and we've got a bit of a crowd today. So thank you to everyone who's in here. Let me go back and check the chat. Ultimate, g'day Ultimate. Kath, how are you? I may or may not have a little nap, yeah. Birdman, g'day Birdman, how are you? Glennis, hello. Ultimate, yeah, 4:46. I was a bit late. I was having a chat. Let me just pan around and show you what's going on. We've got a few people down with us tonight. Hey Linda, how are you? Yeah. How's the knee?
Getting there.
Getting there? Yeah. Not ready for the big walk out to the trees yet?
I wish.
Soon.
I wish.
We'll get there.
Won't be long.
Yeah.
Won't be long.
Yeah.
I can do it. It just then hurts.
Yeah, it is a
quite
long
bit
walk
after
too.
that, so it'll be okay.
Yeah. No, it'll be good.
You've got a beautiful.
I've ordered the Sky. That's why everyone's turned up. I've put my order in.
The only problem is.
Yeah, I know. It'll be good out this way. Yeah.
Moving though. Is it moving that way?
It's kind of just staying. It's not really moving. It's sort of, if anything, it is slowly going outwards.
It'd be good if it was just moving that way. That would be.
Yeah. So it's pretty much been like that since we got here. So this will light up. We'll get some nice pinks up high.
Yeah, we will.
Okay, g'day Pam, how are you? Don't mind me, I'm just chatting. Like I said, we've got a few people down here tonight, so there's a few people here.
That's how I use, but
Yep.
I love silhouettes.
Oh wow, that's nice, yeah. Show him. His name's Gary. G'day Jason, how are you? Hello from freezing Melbourne. Well, yeah, let me show you the, I've got my Queensland gear on and the water. The water's warm. The water's really nice. So not to rub it in or anything, but yeah, water is really nice at the moment. Yeah, tide's on its way in. So we got high tide. High tide's around about blue hour. So 5:15 is high tide. So we do have an incoming tide. But have a look at that for a view. How good is the Torquay Pier? So I'll quickly run through what I'm doing today. I have got an ND64 on at the moment. So I have an ND64. I'm in manual mode. I sort of want my shutter speed at around about that 1 second to half a second. So I'll shoot it around about f10. And that's it, ISO at 100. I'm going to focus out on the end of the pier. So shooting with a nice wide angle, focus out on the end of the pier, and that's going to be it for the night. And then I'll just change shutter speed as I go. So very simple today. It was more to come out here and have a bit of a catch up, say hello to everyone. So let's get our first shot for the night. I'll just bring this back a little. We've got very busy out here tonight, which is good. Yep.
This is Bronwyn.
Hello. How are you?
To have some lessons.
I'm a local. I've been wanting to have some lessons, and this young
Yeah.
lady here told me you're the
Well,
man for the job.
you've come to the right place.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. It's nice you've invited everyone down to enjoy it with you.
Yeah, I know. It was too good a night. It was looking really nice.
Yeah.
So after all the rain we had last night and this morning, I thought it's going to clear up and things will look good.
And then you'll get all these clouds with
Yes.
the rays
Exactly.
as it sets
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, and it's always good after you've had rain.
Yeah.
If you've had a little bit of rain and it's
okay.
expected to clear up, that's when
Yeah.
you get the nice sunsets.
Yeah, cool. Do you have a business card?
Not on me, no.
Oh, that's
no,
all right.
I don't.
That's all right.
Just either Facebook or
Yeah.
or my web page. I've got a web page.
Yeah, good. I'll get some lessons from
Yeah,
you. I memorised your name now.
Okay. Ta, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you too now.
So I'm live streaming this tonight, so you'll be able to go home and watch the sunset.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's pretty cool. Well, enjoy your evening.
I will, Ta. Thank you. Okay. Thank goodness bogue has gone. Yeah. So yeah, look, sky's looking really nice. You probably hear me talking to a few people. There's quite a few people here, so I'll kind of run through camera settings with a few of the people that are here. But let me get a shot. So again, I'm just working on that half a second exposure. And I'm going to wait until a wave comes up like this one. 2-second timer. I'll try not to talk too loud because I do feel like I'm talking over the waves. And even some shots with just those nice reflections too look good. So I'm just gonna, here comes a nice wave now, so I'll get this, get the whitewash running up. Yeah, that's good. I'll get a bit more pier in my shot. Get a bit more pier in my shot. It's all about the pier when you're here. The pier in the sky. That looks really nice. Okay, there's a good wave. I'll get this one as it runs out. Get it now. Get it as all those streaks run out, and that's nice. How good is Harvey Bay? For all the regulars, once again, just a typical Harvey Bay sunset. Okay, there's a queue to get under the pier at the moment. It's going to be a good under the pier night tonight. It's a good tide to be at. So again, just check the audio. Make sure the audio is working okay. Everyone can hear me nice and clearly. I'm just going to get a few more shots and then I'll come and have a chat. So I'm also timing it as the wave breaks. So I get both the water. See, there's a nice wave. Get that one as it breaks. Try and get as much whitewash in the shot as I can. And let's have a look. I'll show you a couple of the shots that we've got. Okay, so it's going to be very hard to see just because it's so sunny. But yeah, just some with the whitewash coming in, some with the reflections. Just sort of mix it up. Take shots while you got waves, without waves, with reflections, with the whitewash. So I've got about 10 so far. That's enough for now. I'm going to go under the pier, and I'll bring you under the pier with me. Because I do like my under the pier shots. G'day Pete, how are you? Let me go back a bit. Where are we up to? Ultimate lessons from Neil are super beneficial. You won't regret. Absolutely. I'm going to promote myself because I ordered this. If you ever book a lesson with me, I'll try and order one of these skies for you. Pete made it. Good on you. Thanks for that. Hope you get a good sunset. It's looking pretty good at the moment. And yeah, look, it's going to be epic. I am going to talk it up because it is going to be epic. We got the sun setting over here. There's no cloud on the horizon. So we've got a clear sunset. And we've got this cloud. So this cloud will absolutely light up. I can guarantee it. Okay, audio is all good. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm going to go and jump under the pier before someone else gets there. I would rather wait till golden hour, but, well, a bit more of a golden glow. But let me show you the under the pier. Are you ready for the pier yet, Gary?
No, you...
Nah. Yeah,
I like the one that did the other day.
Yeah, that one came up. I'm the same. I've got so many of them. It's just sort of, they do get a bit samey after a while.
Yeah.
But
kind of like everybody does.
Yeah, and the only like here, any later in the year, and the sun just starts to set further. So it's sort of, this is the only time of year you get a chance to do it. So it's sort of.
I was going to do it. I would shoot one with a big long water.
Yep.
And then I'd speed it up and get one just to
with the wave breaking as well. Yeah. I did a few of them last time, but yeah, just that one shot that I got, I thought, yeah, that'll do. Yeah.
It's going to go crazy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The sky is going to go off. All right, let me bring you under the pier. So here we are under the pier. No, you're right. What was that?
Much better than the other night.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Did you get some under the pier shots?
I did.
Yeah, good.
Some good waves.
All right,
Yeah.
good. We might have to print one of them for you instead of, yeah. Okay, so here's the classic under the pier. Have a look at that. All right, let me get set up. I'll quickly get a shot. We've got a few people here, so I want everyone else to get in and get a shot. Yeah, when there's lots of people around, just get your shot and move on. Let other people enjoy the moment. So I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit for this one. Let me get down. I really want that wave coming up. Just make sure we're nice and centered first. Get slap bang in the middle. Trying to get everything symmetrical. That's something that I noticed with my last shots. They weren't super symmetrical. And that did annoy me a little bit. Okay, that looks a bit better. Not perfect, but it's close. It's close. So again, I'm shooting at F. I'm actually going to go up to F14 just for a bigger depth of field. I'm sort of focusing out near the end of the pier. I'm going to put it into manual focus. Focus at the end of the pier. Look at that wave. Oh, that was really nice just then. Okay, and I will do a couple of exposures. Let me get me back down to that 1/8 of a second. I am going to have to bump my ISO up just a little bit. Okay, so now it's just a matter of waiting for a wave, and I'll get a few shots. I'm going to get one with the wave, similar to what I did in my last video. I'm just kind of watching the waves, get them as they run out, get them as they break and run in. So then I've got a few to choose from. Okay, so here's, I can see a wave rolling in now. I'll get this one as it breaks. I want one to come right up. The shot that I got that I really liked, we had the waves right up at the tripod and then another wave breaking as one was running out. So that's what I'm going to try and do again. Okay, we'll get this one as it runs in. That's quite nice. So I'll show you the back of the camera. Okay, so here's the back of the camera. And we'll get this one as it runs out, and we've got one breaking at the same time. So that's the shot. Here comes another wave. We'll get this one as it comes in. Oh, that one would have been good too. But, you know, it is a popular beach. It's school holidays. It's a beautiful evening. You're going to get people here, so it's just a matter of just waiting. Just wait for them. Ultimate, I had plans and walked up to the pier from Pier last week. Yeah, no dogs allowed. It's a bit of a, yeah, look, we've got plenty of piers that are, well, beaches that are dog friendly. It's a bit of a shame that this one isn't dog friendly. Because yeah, I'd love to get a photo of our dog, Ripley, under this pier as well. It'd be nice. So I'll just wait for these two to move on. So yeah, it is a busy night. But, I'll give you a bit of a pan around underneath the pier. So we should get a nice sunset tonight. Things are looking pretty good. Some really nice waves coming in now. So again, I'll just wait a little bit. Let them do their thing. Been there, done that many times. Yeah, same. It's one of those shots. I've got so many of them. I tend not to come back to these places. But I haven't done a live stream here yet. So I thought, yeah, look, if I'm going to do a live stream here, I'll do it when it's looking good. And it is looking quite good at the moment. Some nice yachts out on the horizon as well. So I'm tempted to move because I wanted to get my shot and then move on. So yeah, bear with me. I'll get the shot soon. I'll just wait for this guy to move. Get my shot and then I'll move on and let some of the others under here. pop you back into the tripod for now. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let me get my shot and then I'll move on and let others under. So again, just time. I just want those waves. Here comes a really good one. That's a good one. There we go. That's nice. And I'll get it as it runs out as well. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just going to overexpose for under the pier. And then I'll underexpose for my sky. And that'll do me. They're my shots. And then I'll just quickly expose for my sky as well. Quick exposure for the sky. Don't walk into my shot. Right, I'll just get another shot. There we go. Time that one with the wave crashing as well. Yeah, that's nice. All right, that'll do. I've got my under the pier shots. We'll head back out. All right, jump under there if you want. Have you got your under the pier shot yet?
Yeah, I got some photos.
I might actually head on to the other side of the pier now that the sky's starting to light up. Let's go over to the other side of the pier. Okay, let me catch up on the chat while we're here. Birdman been there. Yes, I do have my favourite lens on. I got the 17 to 40, so shooting with a Canon 6D 17 to 40. Looks and sounds great. Thanks, Matt. Matt's in here. Thank you. Yeah, look, the sky's looking really nice. Busy day at the beach, but that's sort of expected. That's why I generally don't come here. I do like to head off into the trees and the rocks where there's not as many people around, but I thought I'd just show everyone Torquay Pier. If everyone is watching, could you kindly drop a like? Yeah, drop a like, that would be nice. If you like what you're seeing, it definitely helps. It helps sort of promote it. If there's likes on the channel, YouTube might send it out to people to watch. Let's see if I can get a shot here. I'm going to get down fairly low. Don't like shooting into the sun like this, but we've got some really nice reflections on the sand. So yeah, nice reflections on the sand. Again, I'm just sort of working with the water as well. And definitely multiple exposure. Now that I'm shooting into the sun, I need to do multiple exposures. So I'll just wait for a wave. I want a wave to come right up. So let's get one while there's no waves to get those reflections. I want a wave to come right up to my feet, and then we'll get really nice reflections in close. And I'll even get one while the water's still with this wave crashing. Perfect. Okay, that's quite nice. Get this wave as it comes up and swirls around. Here comes a nice double wave. Okay, now I am going to slow down my shutter speed, get some detail on the pier, and by shooting at a long shutter speed, most of these people will blur. So that's another tip. If you find that there's lots of people around, shoot at a nice long exposure. The longer the exposure, people will start to blur out. Okay, and then I'll just do another faster exposure. See if I can get a bit of a starburst. Got that sun in my frame, so I might get a bit of a starburst happening out on the horizon. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright, now I'm going to take my filter off. I've sort of got the shots that I want. We're almost at sunset. It does look gorgeous. It does. Have a look at the crowd on the beach. There's a few people down here tonight, which is good. G'day. So I'm going to come over the other side of the pier now. Try not to whack my head. So yes, thank you to all these people on the beach with me. Thank you if you watch this video back. It's good to see a good turnout. It's a perfect night for it, so thank you to everyone who's in here watching this with me. The sky's looking really good. I might just set you up here. Right on sunset now, and I'm missing my shots, but I don't care. I've got plenty of shots. I've got plenty of shots. So yeah, welcome to Torquay Pier. I'm going to leave my filter on. We'll get some nice long exposures. I'm kind of framing, I want the edge of the pier and the yachts in my shot, so that's kind of what I'm framing it up for, to get the pier and the yachts. Blue hour is going to be magic, because everyone will be gone. Everyone will be gone at blue hour, and we'll have the beach to ourselves. Just do a quick pan around. It's not normally this busy on the beach, I can tell you that. It's not normal. It is a Sunday night, school holidays, and a nice sunset. It was raining most of the morning this morning, so everyone's out and about away from the rain. So we're at 20-second exposure now. Time to pack the sunnies away and might start having a chat to a few people and see how they're going. It's just, once blue hour kicks in, it'll come good again.
Yeah.
Just did nothing, did it? Just sort of did nothing. That's, once all the people go, the colour will come back. Yeah, I thought all this would have lit up a bit more than it did.
Yeah, it's started to, and I thought, oh man,
Yeah.
it's going to be good. That's why I've sat here, like getting nice colours on the jetty.
Yeah.
So I can blend it
Yeah.
into a reverse shot.
Yeah.
So I've got a nice contrast.
Yeah. No, there's just that little slither of cloud on the horizon's just kind of killed it. Yeah. Blue hour will be okay. We'll get more colour. We'll get some. I hope we get some more colour. Yeah, that's kind of nice. So I'm just watching my histogram. I'm just going to do a quick exposure for our sky as well. How you going, Fran?
Oh, yeah, just mucking around.
Mucking around. Good. That's what it's all about. Yeah, they're just sort of just died out a bit.
They're not close, quite close enough.
Nah, I think there's that cloud right on the horizon.
That's all gonna go,
Yeah.
that's gonna go red.
Yeah.
I don't do any like landscape stuff.
Okay.
Rusty does, so
Yep.
I'm way out of my comfort zone.
That's all right.
Good to see that you actually have an expression.
You just got to do it more and more, and
Yeah.
It's going to be there at the right moment.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You just got to be there and hope that the sky does something. And
This morning was hot.
yeah, I know. I saw pictures from this morning. Yeah. As I was sitting at home watching everyone else out there.
We're waiting for the clouds to go pink.
Okay, so I'll just bring you down a little bit more. What ND filter do you have on? I currently have an ND64, which I'm about to take off. Now that the sun has set, I don't need an ND64 on. I just wanted to get that half a second exposure while the sun was out. Now that the sun's gone, I'm just going to take the filter off altogether. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's in here watching. Thank you to everyone who's on the beach with me. It's nice turnout.
That's where my camera's pointing, not over that way, it's pointing that way.
I am looking forward to getting back out to my trees, I can tell you that. I've been planning another trip out to my trees, but just the tides and everything haven't been lining up. I had a very busy couple of weeks, so I haven't had a chance to get out, to tell the truth. And high tide, the piers are always nice at high tide. So that's why we're here. And show off Torquay Beach. Like I said, I haven't done a live stream here before, so I know we've got a few people that sort of join in just to see Hervey Bay. So here it is. It's actually starting to get a little bit chilly.
Did you have a lovely night?
Will do. I'll work my way up so you have the yacht.
Alright, so now the waiting game. Wait for the sky to do something a little bit more. But at the same time, like when you do lose colour in the sky, black and whites always work well. Now that I've taken my filter off, now black and whites work well with a long exposure. But now that I've taken my filter off, we're going to lose our black and whites, but I'm still going to get some shots. We'll get up to about a half a second. Tide's still coming in. How you going, Peter? Got some good ones?
Oh, I've got a couple here, yeah. I
Yeah.
just changed the lens over and...
Did you get in under the pier?
Sorry?
Did you get in under the pier?
No, I
No?
just got a bit
Okay.
busy there today.
Yeah.
I've been under here. I've had a couple of great shots in there over the years.
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
couple of years.
Yeah, it's
I've got a
better.
message you. I saw you the other morning.
Yeah, whereabouts?
The dog was taking you for a walk.
Oh, okay, yeah, she does that. She
I was
does
on my way
that.
back in from Toowoomba. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But nice way to start the day. Taking the dog for walking.
Yeah,
I do it
yeah.
every day.
I do it because I drop my daughter at school, so every morning we take the dog with
Yeah,
us.
okay.
Because she's at the Yarralee just around the corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much get down to Scarness.
Okay, yeah.
You've seen my little dogs.
Yeah.
Go about 400 yards total.
Okay.
What site app do you use for checking the weather, particularly clouds?
The app that I use for the weather, Willy Weather.
Willy
That's
Weather?
pretty much all I
That's
use is Willy Weather and the bureau. I do check the bureau just for if there's a chance of showers, there's a chance of cloud. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I don't use any of the weather apps for cloud.
Picking cloud? Okay.
I just don't. Nah, they're wrong so many times.
I mean, you just got to go down there.
You just got to look at the
Works.
sky. You got to look at the
Works,
sky,
yeah.
and hope.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I see that there's a chance of showers, I know there's going to be cloud.
Yeah.
But even on those days where they forecast clear sky, sometimes you get that really high wispy cloud,
Well, yeah. And the other
and
thing
that's what
too
you want.
is-
That
yeah.
that lights up nice.
And the other thing too is if there's a little bit of air movement,
Yep.
clouds disappear.
Yeah.
They can come and go. So you
Exactly.
just gotta
Yeah.
do the patience.
Yep. It is. You can't rely on apps.
I think I ruined it
Today.
again.
It happens all the time. Someone turns up and then the colour disappears.
I can't get the bloody kids with me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It's a bit hard, especially on school holidays.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, school
I'm
holidays.
Merity, by the way, Neil.
Neil, how are you?
Good. I can't remember if I met you. I met someone down at Gattaca's Bay or something ages ago.
Okay.
Bay,
Yeah, it could have been.
around there.
Yeah. Out on the rock, on the
Yeah,
beach.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a few months ago.
Yep. Yeah, well, once blue hour hits, we might get some more colour. And then the people will disappear, more importantly.
I'm going to tell you here, like my camera, I've got a Z7,
Yep.
how it can't see at night.
Oh, okay, yep.
It's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, yep,
It's a thing.
yep.
It's crap.
Yeah. A lot of them, like even the SLRs, I don't really see at night, but you can kind of...
The D800 I played with once, because I had that before this, and I cranked the
ISO.
ISO right up.
Yep.
And I took some amazing shots because the tones of the blue and that were really weird, and I had
Yeah.
great fun. Then
Yep.
I got this and I thought I'd go out and do the same one, and I'm like, why can't it see?
Yeah. Yeah, the mirrorless, they just take it, they're just a little bit different. They just take a bit of getting used
Hated
to.
it when I got it.
Yeah.
But then I didn't.
Stick with it because they're good things.
I love the changing weight because I used to go canyoning and take all
Yeah.
take myself canyoning and it's like taking a house brick
Yeah, yeah.
in a
Yeah.
sturdy box
You
and
put a
all
little
that.
bit of glass on and you take carrying kilos.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 1.8 kilos of carrying out plus all my
Yeah.
canyoning gear and then
Yeah.
wetsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
See, but that's the thing, like the mirrorless cameras, yes, they're lighter, but the good glass is still super heavy. Yeah. Because that's where it all is. It doesn't matter how heavy or light the camera is, the lenses, that's where all your quality is. Actually, let me check the chat. Let me check what's going on back here. Sorry, I'm sort of chatting with some of the locals at the moment. Do I use a UV filter? Yeah, I've got a UV filter on at the moment. I only use a UV filter for protection. That is simply it. Just to protect my lens in case I knock it or scratch it or drop it. And as I get older, I tend to drop things more often these days. So UV filter just for protection, that is it. I will take it off. If I'm doing astro, if I'm trying to get a starburst, I will take it off. But nights like this, I'll leave it on. Pete, I've noticed it a few times when you've been out to capture sunsets. The clouds do look bright, but for weird reasons the light doesn't blow the clouds up. Yeah, it's weird. Like tonight, it was one of those nights where it just should have worked. There's like this really tiny slither of cloud on the horizon, and I reckon that might have killed it. Because it should have just went off. It should have, when you've got that gap on the horizon and high cloud, you usually get that colour. But I think there must be cloud beyond the horizon that's kind of just killing the sun. It's one of those things, you just got to go out and hope for the best sometimes. Seems you got the same outcome I've dealt with. Yeah, exactly. It's you just got to keep trying. That's all there is to it. You've got to keep coming back for more. Once blue hour kicks in, the problem with blue hour is because the sun is over here, that's where all our colour's going to be at blue hour. So I will head to the other side of the pier once blue hour kicks in. The bomb is good. It is good. I know people tend to hang a bit of crap on the bomb, but no one can predict weather. It's all there. They do a good job. They can't predict everything. It's impossible to predict weather. You can guess, you can try and predict it, but sometimes it's just unpredictable. It's a nice colour out on the horizon. I might go and have a chat to Linda. So bear with me, I'm just going to go and have a quick chat to a few people. G'day Peter fam, you made it. Hello and welcome. So just a quick rundown. Peter Pham is one of my old workmates, and he was one of the ones that sort of got me into photography back in the early days. We used to head out at lunchtime and take photos. Done a few trips down to Barwon Heads to take photos. So yes, welcome Peter Pham. Good to have you in. Glennis, it looks good. Anyway, the gold and the red, yeah, it does. Look, it still looks. There's never a bad sunset. Blue hour is my favourite. Yeah, blue hour will be nice. Definitely staying for blue hour. So tide's coming. It's going to be high tide at blue hour. So yeah, it will be nice. Yeah, it is great, family. It is great. You need to get up here. You need to come up here. You'll love it. You won't want to go home. You won't want to go back to Melbourne after you come here. I can tell you that. So, have a look at this. This is a Sunday night on the beach. This is about as busy as it gets. It's not normally this busy. I sort of threw it out there that I was doing a live stream and invited a few people along because the sky was looking good. Next time I will be back out at my lone trees shortly. The boats in the background, yeah, definitely. I actually had planned to bring my 24 to 105 simply for the yachts, and I forgot to change my lens. I carry very light. I don't like to carry lots of lenses and stuff with me. I literally have a little backpack. I bring one lens, I bring one camera. And yeah, tonight I did want to bring my 24 to 105, but I just didn't. But look, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. All right, I'm just going to go and have a quick chat. How's it going, Kerry?
too bad, I think.
Good. How's that lens working? See what I mean by you get more sky? Like you get lots of sky? Yeah, that's good.
Some of them seem to be okay.
Yeah, they're nice.
Mucking around with it.
Yeah.
That one doesn't look too bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep working on that water, and the water will change every shot for you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even the same composition, but every time you get either water coming in or going
Going
out,
out,
even
yeah.
the reflections look nice when the waves run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Oh, thank you.
They're good. Yeah,
We get a couple of good ones out of it.
yeah. Look, you can't get bad ones here. How are yours looking?
I think all right. I've been changing the timing back and forth.
Yeah. Did you get some under the pier?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Are they going to be better than the ones we got?
I think so. I think
I think so. We
I'll
got.
lock that
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, when we first got those under the pier shots, when we
know.
first got here,
They
they
were
were
really
nice.
good. They were really good.
Yeah, they were.
Do you reckon we're going to get a blue hour or not?
We'll get a blue hour.
Yeah.
We will get a blue hour. Yeah,
Can you just have a
definitely.
look at that? 'Cause I haven't got my glasses on.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Right,
because you're shooting into the sun,
Yep.
you will blow out your sky a little bit.
Yep.
So just that once you get that feels a bit loose. I'm going to tighten that up.
How good is that new remove tool on Lightroom?
Yeah, I know.
I tried it the
Yeah.
other night because there was a bloody guy sat on the edge of that pier on the side. And I couldn't believe it. There was no blur, no nothing. But before, I did it once and took out a person in a candlestick.
Yeah. It's really good. It's yeah.
And it didn't even interfere with the railing. It was.
Yeah. Because I used to take all my images into Photoshop to remove
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
and now Lightroom does it
I
like
know.
just as good.
Yeah.
And lights like these, those two guys that were sitting on the pier, I did have them in one of my shots, like one that I liked. And then as soon as they moved, I got
know.
the shot while they weren't there, and then you blend them
Yeah,
together.
It's good. We'll be getting rid of these kids. But
Yeah.
They must be frozen.
All right, let's
We've got some crowd down here tonight.
Yeah,
No, that
yeah.
lady was talking to me. She said, "Oh, are you here with the groups?" And I said,
Yeah.
So she was really interested.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You
No,
need
it was
to get
good.
some cards.
I know.
Just so
I have cards at home, but they're old ones, and I don't like them, so I want to do new ones.
Yeah, get some. Just give it to us.
Yeah. I do need to get some. Yeah.
Because sometimes people approach others and not the person because they're intimidated. So it's easy to say, "Come have a chat."
Yeah. Gee, that yacht's really rocking,
I
that one
know.
out there. It's not looking good. All right, so I'm back. Looks good. The boats are sort of rocking around a bit. Yeah, the colour's not really happening at the moment. Bear with me, I'm just chatting to a few locals, just sit here and enjoy the view for now. And once I start taking more photos, I will let you know. Yeah, it's weird.
I did get one good photo. I got a good photo.
Let's look.
I think it's really nice. Where is it?
So that's the 16 to 35, isn't it?
15
to 35.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
No,
See, they got that dark, moody look. I don't mind it when it's sort of... Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, good. It was nice while we had that sun there.
when this was like this, I thought, just stay here, it's going to go pink.
Yeah,
You
yep.
can just blend the pink
Yep.
into that, and
Yep.
it's going to look freaking killer.
Yep. And it didn't.
It didn't. No, I mean that's where I get frustrated because I concentrate too much on one image. I wish
Yeah.
I could just move, just take images and
Yep.
not worry about it.
Yep.
But I get an image in my head,
Yeah.
and then I'll
Yep.
stay there.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's not very often they come off, but
Nah.
when they do, they're
I'm
really good.
my biggest problem is that I'll get the image that I want, and then I'll think I'll go and get something else, and then I'll lose all the light, and I'll go back and it's gone.
Yeah.
So that's...
Yeah, you kind of got to. I used to do a lot of real long exposure. That's how
Yep.
I first started photography.
Yeah, yep.
And that teaches you to commit to one spot, to pick a composition, commit
Yep.
to one spot,
Exactly.
and do it.
Yep.
And if you mess it up, it's gone.
Yeah,
Because
yep.
you can't blend or nothing
No.
because it all moves that much
Yeah.
that you can never get colour back
Yep.
where you want it if you blow it out.
Exactly.
So when I do this, I kind of think, I've got that. I knew I had that. I knew I had that. And I thought, just stay here. That'll go pink.
Yeah.
and then you'll have a really nice image. And it didn't.
No. But
That-
look,
that's all right.
it's still a nice
But
image.
that's
It's still,
a nice
yeah,
photo.
yeah.
The whole thing is I've been to Harvey Bay, and
Yep.
I've got a nice photo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I've actually got like
Yeah.
a lot of nice photos.
yeah. It is, and it's one of those places where, you know, there's only so many locations where you know you're going to get a nice photo.
Yeah.
And you just got to wait for the sky to do something.
Yeah, I would like to go to. We're going to come back again next year and hopefully longer.
Yep.
And I'm just hoping that I get better clouds. For the whole 3 weeks I've been here, this is good. We just haven't had any high
Yeah.
cloud. Wednesday looks like it's going to be good. There's a lot of high cloud Wednesday.
Yeah.
So there'll be good sunrise and sunset.
Yeah. It's looking, all week's looking pretty good actually.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty good all week. Yeah. But,
Quick question.
yep.
I've been trying to sort out an issue with this. I find that a lot of the time, even though I play around with the settings on the brightness of the screen and all that,
Yep.
the shots I get back are always a lot darker than what I see in the image.
Oh, okay. Yep. All
Any
right.
idea why?
Yep. What we can do, personally, I have my screen down very low. I'll turn it on.
Do you shoot with a histogram up?
With what?
With your histogram up, do you shoot with a histogram?
Generally not, no.
Yeah.
Photo shooting menu. Should be under shooting and display. If I can find it. There should be a setting on here just to dull down your screen a little bit. Yeah, look, it's one of those things, and you just got to kind of, we'll just move away a bit. Yeah.
So I've even tried like shooting so you rack it
Yep.
a little bit higher, and I still find it's the same.
Yeah.
I've tried adjusting the brightness. I need to shoot in raw.
What you can do is, as Gary was saying, the histogram, I always
Yeah.
shoot with the histogram on. Okay, my
Right.
histogram is always on, because you'll find, especially once the sky gets darker, your screen is going to be super bright. Okay, so
Right.
in the middle of the day, your screen will look dark. As we start to lose light, your screen will get extra bright.
Yeah.
So with that histogram on, what I do
Yeah.
is I expose as close as I can. Where are we?
Yeah, what are you aiming for with your histogram?
With the histogram, you want to get that
Everything's in the
histogram
middle.
as far to the right as possible
Rightio.
without actually touching the right. Okay, once you touch the right, you start to blow highlights.
Yep.
So if you get that histogram as
About
close to
there.
the right side as you can, they will look a little bit dark.
Yep.
That's where the editing side of it comes in.
Okay, because that's the saying that's going to be like a really dark
It
exposure.
is, and that's just because this side of the sky is very dark. If
Yep.
we spin it around here, then all of a sudden
blow it all
it
out.
blows it all out.
Okay.
So generally what I do is I just expose for my highlights. So I want my highlights not to blow.
Rightio.
So I try and get that as close as I can. And
Yeah.
then I'll do another exposure for the darker parts.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to get it all just in camera with one shot, just get it as close to the middle as you can. Okay, you're going to blow highlights a little bit. Just
Sometimes
try
you
and
turn
get,
stack it.
yeah, try and get that histogram as close to the middle, and that's going to be your best exposure. So you'll look at that now, and it's going to look super bright on your
Quite
camera.
nice actually at the moment, but I'm sure it'll come out really dark.
It will come out dark.
Yeah.
But that's just because your histogram's sort of telling you that you've got, half of your histogram is towards the darker side. But if you go too bright, then all of a sudden you start to lose detail.
You can't bring detail like that out of highlights.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, histogram, that's kind of... I'm sure in your menu somewhere there will be a way of dulling down the brightness on the screen.
Yeah, I've played around with all those settings before, and it just never seems to get
yeah.
right. Like it still comes out dark.
Yeah, but it's one of those...
Brighter or take two images and stack it as you say.
Yeah. I never rely on my screen. I always watch the histogram.
Okay.
So sort of, if I can, like a scene like this, I can see that my histogram is like it's very underexposed. It's very dark. So a scene like this, I would do 2 exposures.
That's something I haven't done in the past is use the histogram.
Yeah.
It's not looking too bad on this spot now.
So all you need to do is hit your display button, and that'll cycle through your different functions.
Yep.
So just hit display, and then you get it sort of.
Getting the horizon straight, well, that's another story.
I leave that leave that. You can put the horizon on there as well. You can.
I don't trust that thing either.
I'm the same.
Edit in Lightroom.
But sometimes that horizon thing, it's a bit
I
off
hate
sometimes.
I've even had like spirit levels, like you can't trust them either.
Yeah.
You end up editing it in.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's my dicky eyes or what. Edit it in
That
Lightroom.
much stuff on the screen, I can hardly see the photo.
Yeah, same. I'm looking at histograms and levels and
So
Yeah.
Remember when you got the white one up, you only got an average of red,
yeah,
green and blue.
Yep,
That can
yep.
still blow out.
yeah, yeah.
We need to be over there with all those clouds, pretty clouds.
I know, it's, yeah. All right, let me come back to the chat. Where are we? I was just having a chat. Blue hours, yes, almost here. Birdman uses GIMP to edit photos. Yeah, GIMP. I did use it a long time ago. Matt Burgess Photos, thank you and welcome. Are those people wearing jumpers? No jumpers up here in Queensland. But yeah, actually, the nights have been cold. I think this week we're due to get down to 6 degrees one night. So 6 degrees of a night time is very cold for us up here. Pete, anyone else getting nervous seeing cameras left on? Yes, yes, exactly. Cameras being left on tripods while there's waves moving is a very nerve-wracking thing. Yeah, Ultimate gets it. Glennis, yep. Birdman, yep. Pete, Claire, no, you're definitely not alone. Yes. I haven't had it happen to me yet, but I'm sure it'll happen one day. All right, I'm going to take some photos because things are starting to look nice again. Okay, we're getting to blue hour. Starting to get some colour around. So let's set up a shot and see what we can get. I want to be up higher now. I don't need to be down low. Don't need to be down low now. We're going to be into long exposure territory, so now it's more about the pier and the colour in the sky. Yeah, the yacht's all over. The catamaran's all right, but that yacht. Okay, I'm just going to give myself a nice clean shot. Okay. Let's wait till Gary gets out. There he goes. I think Gary's about to call it quits. My tripod would have sunk a bit then as the wave hit. You've had enough?
Lynn's over the pub.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to take the car home. And this isn't going to colour.
Nah, it's not.
It's coloured down there.
Yes, it
And
tends
that's
to
the
do
light,
that.
And this will colour before that
Yeah.
will. It's still
This is where nights like this, Point Vernon is a lot better because Point Vernon you're looking due west.
Yeah. I wanted to try and get a decent photo of the jetties.
Yeah. Well, it's the right time of year for them, but
Yeah. I'll come back.
it's just relying on some cloud.
We'll probably come back for all of July next year.
Yeah.
Last time we were here for 3 days, and then we thought, we'll come for 3 weeks.
Yep.
But we're going to go to Noosa for a month of June, then we'll come here for the month of July.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to America
Noosa's good. Noosa, plenty of places to shoot down there.
Noosa?
Yeah.
The thing I don't like about Noosa is the fucking traffic.
It's too busy.
And trying to get around the joint.
Yep. That's like trying to find a car park. It's near impossible.
We're going down to, is it Caloundra?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there anything down around Caloundra to shoot? Or is that, I've looked at Wanda's stuff, and it's just like generic rocks on the beach type stuff.
Yeah.
There doesn't look like there's anything of any significance down
Nah,
there to
it's
shoot.
sort of-
Maroochydore.
Mooloolaba Maroochydore is kind of it is. It's all rocks and beach. It's all rocks and waves. There's another beach. It's escaping me at the moment. I've got some photos of it, but there's Coolum Beach. Coolum Beach isn't bad.
Yeah,
You've got a nice beach, and there's a couple of just solid single rocks on it.
Okay.
So that's not. Get it on the right tide, and you'll just get like a nice big single rock.
Yeah.
Sort of like is it the Molokai rock in New Zealand?
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
Again, it's a pretty standard shot, but it's a lone rock on the beach, so
That's
it's
the
nice.
only issue when I have come up around this coastline is compared to Victoria.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
yeah.
Victoria's is spoiled for
Yeah,
jetties and rocks and outcrops.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went to do some astro the other night over here on
Yeah.
the boats. Well, I went round there and it was just blowing a gale.
Yeah.
So really strong southerly.
Yeah.
Then I thought I'll go the next night. It wasn't, but then it was the cloud just set in and I couldn't get it.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a couple of good nights there for Astro, but it's,
Well, every night I looked, it was too cloudy.
yeah.
And then the quarter moon come out.
Yeah, that's it. Now the moon's up, and you've got to sort of be there after midnight at the moment. Yeah, there's a bit of colour up there now, but it's all over that way. Yeah, I'm just thinking I might sneak over the other side of the jetty and see if I can get something before it gets too dark. So we'll just sneak over to the other side of the jetty. Let me take you with me. Let's go over. Yeah, all right. Nice to meet you again, Gary. So I'll keep in touch on Insta.
I don't put a lot up, but I will put this stuff up.
Yeah.
I'll just tag you.
Yeah. Next time you're up here, just send me a message
that'd
and
be cool. Yeah.
I'll take you out to those trees. Once you get out on the mud flats, there's some nice spots out there.
Yeah, if I come for
something different.
But we'll be here for most of
Okay.
the time of year to be here.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah. All right, Gary. Enjoy. How's it going? Looking good? Yeah, I'm just going to try the other side of the pier. Let me just quickly try the other side of the pier before we call it quits. Got some nice colour up over the pier now. We'll come and check the chat in a minute. Sorry it's not my usual stream. I have been doing a bit of chatting tonight. So let me just, that's nice. That is actually quite nice. Get a little bit more beach. I'll expose for my foreground first. And I'll expose for my sky. Okay, let's come and change. Silhouettes, yeah, absolutely. I was going to do a silhouette stream, and a silhouette video, so I will do that next time. It's just been a bit hectic tonight, to tell the truth. Take a shot of someone standing in front of the, just as I said it, Fammy's onto it. Got a good photo of Fammy as a silhouette. It would be nice on the yacht, it would be nice on that yacht. Good spot for rocks at Bagara. I do like my rocks, and I'm going to head up to Bagara, 1770 Agnes Waters, hopefully sooner than later. Sky's looking nice now. Sky's looking very good on the back of the camera. I wonder if anyone had tried capturing wave crash portraits. Great wave. Stay tuned for my next video, Pete. Wave crash portraits. If I go ahead with it, I did some experimenting. I did with some wave crashing portraits. It was a very last minute thing, but I know what you mean. And yes, I have been trying to do, and more important, like a long exposure portrait where I do two exposures. I expose for my foreground, expose for the waves crashing, and then do a shot for the portrait, and then blend them together. Lots of ideas. Off-camera flash. I was going to bring the off-camera flash as well and give that a try. But yeah, these are all things that I will cover eventually. Eventually we're going to do a bit of everything. We'll do some silhouettes. We'll do some long exposure portraits. Lots of plans. Some light painting. Going to do some light painting soon. So yeah, thank you to everyone who stuck it through and watched. Hope you're enjoying the sunset. Clouds looking nice now. This is blue hour. So I'm just going to get some shots before we completely lose all our colour. Pretty classic shot here of the pier. show you. That might be my last shot actually. I think that's, like I said, this was more of a stream just to catch up with people and have a chat. There's dudes jumping off the pier at night time, shark infested waters. Nah, look, it's pretty safe up here. There's sharks everywhere, but yeah. Alright, I'll show you my last shot for the night and then we might wind it up. So there it is, there's the last shot of the night. Just a classic pier with the blue sky over it. So thank you to everyone who joined in. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't my typical stream where I sort of explain everything that I'm doing. But thank you to everyone who popped in. Yeah, my next stream, I might even head back out to my trees very soon. And then I'll actually run through camera settings and get a bit more in depth with the live stream. But yeah, look, hopefully you just enjoyed the sunset. It was all about the sunset tonight and having a chat. So thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone. And everyone who watches this later on that was down here, thank you for coming down to the beach with me. I'll do it more often. I'm going to do it fairly regularly. So thank you, and I will see you all shortly.